Hey, I'm here at Community Newzroom with, what is your name?
Tiny.
Tiny. Okay, so we're trying to get a little weigh-in. Maybe you can weigh in about what you feel about the tech guy who said poor folks need to be quiet, sell trinkets, and sit out the way and get out of the way of American commerce.
Well, first of all, that tech monster who is probably making anywhere between $125,000 to $200,000 a year in the city that he is not from is actually trying to create or fostering or believing in what I would call a feudal society. Why don't we just build a little a moat around Twitter or whatever tech company he works at? Because that's what we're doing. We're bringing it back to Middle Passage. We should humbly stand in the corner and sell trinkets. What cosmopolitan city does that? Maybe in the King Arthur times. What, you want me to tie your shoes for you too? So here's a message from a poor person who is houseless in Frisco because of tech monsters like you. You need to be humble. You need to quietly sell trinkets, and you need to get up out the way, because by your very presence and the presence of so many of your kind, of these carpetbaggers who are coming into town to make millions and billions of dollars and being given a red carpet by Mayor Lee, because of y'all, there's people like us. We can't get housing anymore. I'm getting 13 to 15 calls a day from elders being thrown out of their housing that they've lived in for 40 years. A brother yesterday called me because he's working in the service industry 40 to 50 hours a week, but he goes home at night to a bench in the park and freezes. Humble? You need to learn humility, tech people. You needed to realize by your very presence here, you are making it impossible for communities of color and poor people to live here. As far as Nelson Mandela, big shout out to the Shack Dwellers Union in South Africa. When Nelson passed, we connected with our brothers and sisters at the Shack Dwellers Union in South Africa who, like my brother Leo just pointed out, sadly, the Afrikaners and the white supremacists in that country who always stole and controlled the resources are still there. It's just they're in a shadow, and they have Obamitas who are running the show now, peoples of color who are front people, and some rich people of color who are making bank. But mostly, the bottom line is 60% of the population are living in shacks in shanty towns. And when they had the Olympics and the World Cup and all that, they actually opened fire on people. And one of the things that our brothers and sisters in the Shack Dwellers Union said about Nelson Mandela, because it's not my place to speak upon him. I'm not from South Africa. And that's how we move at Poor Magazine, with humility. So when he passed, we went to our brothers, our comrades there, and said, what do you think? What they're saying is, Nelson was a good brother, but he could only do so much, and that we have to continue the fight where he left off, because that long journey to freedom, in no way is it even touched. It has begun, but that's it. Nelson. Oh.